Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with what I hope is a short layout share. This is the third time I've had to record this because I've had interruptions and had to start over each time. So each time I'm learning what to say, and this will go more quickly. This past weekend, I did a Mind the Scrap CyberCrop, and I did 20 layouts for that, and I'll do those in a separate share. These are the layouts that I did for various other challenges before that CyberCrop started. And so I'll probably do one more share after those two, the end of April, doing the ones after the CyberCrop. So, number one happens to be the first layout I did for my Mini Kit Monday with my Mini Kit Monday kit. And so it goes in that album on that Facebook page. It also uses washi tape, so it fits the product focus for the Love of Pretty Paper and Crafting Out Loud. And it uses sequins, so it fits the product focus for stash busting, and it uses a stencil, so that's the product focus for rediscover your stash. So I'm going to enter it in all of those places, and it's one of my favorites. I used lots of scraps from pages I did in the past with the papers that are in my Mini Kit Monday kit, this is an old basic gray collection there, and these are some coordinating papers there. So one of my favorite layouts that I've ever done with a selfie. This layout was was driven by the Inspired by Memories 1, 2, 3 challenge, which is what our challenge accepted video will be all about. That's coming out this Thursday, but you'll hear more about that later. At Inspired by Memories, each week she does a 1, 2, 3 challenge. There's 1 of something, 2 of something, 3 of something. For this particular one, there was 1 sketch, 2 photos, and 3 colors. And the 3 colors were a bright pink and a lighter pink and this kind of citron-y, olive-y sort of green. And I actually had some washi tape that was the brighter pink with the green dots, so I used that to frame it out to kind of contain it. It has the dreaded triangles that Scrappy Kathy just doesn't usually do very well at, but I kind of don't mind this one. I think I may be changing my mind. When I saw the color scheme, I immediately thought of the decor at Lovable, which is our acai bowl hangout. And this is a day that we had both Katie and Ava. I ran it through a filter to kind of pump up the colors to get that brighter color in there, and I kind of like the way that one turned out. So as I often do, I use a natural photo and a filtered photo on the same page. So this one fits the washi tape for the Love of Pretty Paper, sequins for Stash Bust, and washi tape also for Crafting Out Loud, and Inspired by Memories. This one is my second layout for Mini Kit Monday. It uses my Mini Kit. You'll recognize those same papers that I used in the first one, and these are the ends of a piece of paper that I have been hoarding and that it killed me to cut into. I have a little packaging here from Head in the Clouds. I have another hedgehog that's left over from Calvin Ball. Used a stencil for Rediscover Your Stash. This was a sketch that it's the Thursday night sketch that's published on Redefine Creative and the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And Christina Sorge also posted a a special challenge to use a Disney song in your title. So I've got You've Got a Friend in Me is the song I picked out from Toy Story, because it's a kind of sweet photo of a couple kids on the beach comparing shells or collecting shells and showing them to one another. And it's my granddaughter Ava, and I again edited, kind of did a close in and adjusted the colors a bit. So this one has washi tape, the same washi tape that was in the last layout, that kind of defines that edge, the borders there. It's got a stencil and it has sequins, including these really pretty floral sequins that are rounded on the bottom so don't stick down very well. And what else are we looking for? Yeah, it's got the stencil, the sequins, and the washi tape. So, and the sketch and the Disney song. So this is five challenges in one. This one is only one challenge, I think. Maybe, well, no, actually three. This one is heavy on the stenciling. It's an original stenciled piece in an art journal that I scanned and then printed large enough to be a background here. And there's another stenciled piece here that was fussy cut from a sampler that I did. And I included it because the glittery paste on here matched the rose gold on the letters. This rose was done at a class by Melly of Melly Art at the Rediscover Your Stash Secret Not Secret Spring Retreat in Oak Harbor, Ohio. And I didn't know if I'd use it on a layout, but I had this other really dimensional rose that I think was part of a basic gray embellishment kit, and then this little thing that's kind of like little spikes of leather. So I thought that all kind of would go together. I have a little bit of thin washi tape and some purpley sequins, and so that fits those requirements, and that'll get posted there. These next two are calendar pages inspired by memories. But way back in December, there was a Christmas countdown challenge that Julie Wickens was running, and one of the challenges was to produce a January calendar page and a February calendar page. I like those so much, decided to use them as cover pages for the months in my 2019 album. So I committed to doing March and, the rest of the months, and we got to April and I hadn't done March yet. So the March one is really kind of a Calvin Ball review. The big thing that happens in March is flowers come into bloom and I play Calvin Ball. So there's some embellishments here, feathers, clouds, globes and circles and hedgehogs and avocados and wood veneer and stars and emojis and bling and unicorns and let's see, we've got sequins and a camera and a star and a cup of coffee and a heart. We've got it all here, folks. Not quite all. There were, I think, by the time it ended, about 145 rules, which amount to ways that you could get points. So, and I found a Calvin and Hobbes cartoon, so I thought I'd include that. Not much recorded there. And this was not used as a planner, by the way. It was definitely used as a look back. The April one concentrates on John's and Katie's birthdays. I have notes for exercise classes we're going to attend. Used lots of ephemera and bright, colorful things that kind of speak to the arrow here that says party this way. And there's a Jimmy Buffett concert coming up, so any chance I had to put something floral and tropical, it was going on there. This layout may be one of my favorites because this photo is one of my favorites because the memory is one of my favorites. We had taken Ava to a park in Roswell to a class function, and while we were waiting for the rest of her class to arrive, we wandered around, and she hopped up on this really big rock, and you can see that the rock's almost as big as she is, and she got up there and says, "Hey, Ma, attend, I'm a statue." And she struck a pose like the Statue of Liberty. So I included a little, in case you didn't get the reference there. I had just, well, actually I had done this page that had the Statue of Liberty. I just printed it again and fussy cut the Statue of Liberty out. And this was my first kit with my, let's see, I have it. I want to be sure I'm telling you the truth. It's several things here. It's done with my counterfeit kit, and I kind of joined in the middle of the month and put a kit together that counterfeited the one that the inspiration kit that they published. And it also is my second week in the 1, 2, 3. The one there was to pick a sketch. I think, well, no, maybe there were 3 sketches. I'm not sure what we have here. Part of the requirements were to use a sketch, so I chose a Laura Whitaker sketch for the design, and then to use there was a circle in the sketch, and we were to use a stencil, so I used a circular stencil and a similarly colored texture paste to the background, the navy blue background. And then we were to use supplies starting with the letter S. And so I used sequins and a star, stickers, and a statue. So this kind of covered several things. I don't have any washi on here, but I do have sequins, so I put it up for that. The last layout that I'm going to show you is one that you may have seen on our first challenge accepted video. This is, if you wanted to see a close-up of the layout that was in the video. It's a series that Shannon Allor and I, she's known as She's Crafty on YouTube, and I'm Scrappy Kathy on YouTube. There's a space between Scrappy and Kathy. We're doing a collaboration series where we pick a challenge that's kind of out there, a published challenge, in other words, and we each do our own take on it and then publish the videos at the same time and let you all take a look and see. So this is the layout I produced. You can see the full process video if you check it out on my channel. That's the end of that short stack of layouts. I'll have another, but in the meantime, stay tuned for Challenge Accepted that's coming to a YouTube channel near you on Thursday. Thank you. Scrappy Kathy out.